Hi, Pastor Nathan Decker with your hashtag Better Together devotion for today. And this week I've been sharing with you about what it is to create a prayer closet within your heart. One of the scriptures that I've always enjoyed is that one that says, work out your salvation, work it out. Because the idea there is, in my head, when I hear working out, is multiple ways. I can hear it as, oh, I've got to go to work on this thing, but I can also hear it as, I've got to go to the gym on this thing. I've really got to work out and grow the muscles of my spiritual world. I've got to be better at it. So when you think about your prayer closet and when you think about your spiritual life and your devotional life and your spiritual discipline life, think about it as a practice. I always loved the fact that people practice medicine or practice yoga. We practice Christianity. We practice our faith. And nowhere more so do we do this than when we try and attempt to set aside space and time to connect intentionally with who God is, to connect with God in our lives. So I met a guy one time. He was a waiter at a restaurant, and he and I struck up a conversation, got to know him as a friend. And I said, so do you always want to be a waiter? He's like, no, I'm going to be a writer. I was like, oh, that's awesome. So tell me, how often do you write? Oh, well, I haven't got started yet. Well, what do you plan on writing about? I'm still trying to figure that one out. I don't think you're a writer. That's what I told him. And he was kind of shocked when I said it. I said, to be a writer, you've got to write. It doesn't matter if you like what you write, you got to practice it. For us in our spiritual discipline, we have to practice. We have to open ourselves to God. We have to, if we want to have a prayer life, if we want to have a prayer closet within our own hearts, we've got to actually take time to do that. I'm a runner, and one of the things that I have learned, especially as I get older, is that I can't miss more than 2 days without running. If I do, my muscles start doing something weird, and they don't like me anymore to run. So I have to run at least every other day, if not every 2 days, because my body wants to be that runner. I want to do that. And that's true of a lot of things in life, is that it takes practice, persistence, endurance, character. Paul writes something about that in Romans. That this is what gives us hope. This is what gives us that connection. We are called to work out our salvation, to take what God has given us, this gift of love and grace, and take it to the gym, take it to the road, take it and use it, practice it over and over again so that we can become better at it. It's in this practice of faith, in this practice of creating a holy space, a prayer closet of our life in physical space as well as internal, emotional, and thoughtful space. It's in that intentionality of saying, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do it often. It's in doing that we grow. And we grow closer to God. And here's the thing that I've noticed in my entire life. I'm a much better human being today than I used to be. I'm not there, don't get me wrong, but I'm a much better human being today than I used to be, because I'm a work in progress. And it's my spiritual practices in particular, of all the things that I've ever done in my life, that have helped guide me and lead me to be more human, to be more like Jesus, to be more like the image that God created me to be. It's in this practice, it's in this process that I am being reshaped, being remade, being renewed, rejuvenated, resurrected, and I am better together with others. You can be too. Take time today. Carve it out. Make that prayer closet a reality in your life and in your heart.